Happy Friday, everybody. I'm sure you're excited about the weekend. I am. It's been a bit of a rough week around here, some sick kids and lots of stuff going on. So I'm really excited about getting some downtime and hopefully some rest. And I'm sure most of you can relate because that's pretty much what everybody goes through. So I just want to talk a little bit about Friday and weekend mindsets and some things that we can do to ensure we don't blow everything on the weekend that we've worked so hard for through the week. There's a reason for the motto, cheers to the weekend. I think we all live by that to some degree. But when I'm on a challenge group, I try and monitor myself a little bit more. I'm not 100% strict, but I try and monitor myself a little bit more so that I don't derail any of those results that I want to see at the end. So some things I like to think about, I still like to employ the 80-20 rule on the weekends. So I try to eat clean 80% of the time with a few little slip-ups here and there. And what I try to do is make sure that when I'm at home and not in a social situation, I'm eating clean basically 100% of the time on the weekends so that my slip-ups can be when I'm out and about. And then those ones don't hurt quite as much. The other thing to talk about, I guess, is alcohol. And just knowing kind of what that does to you when you're drinking too much. So on a challenge group, I still do have a bevy. I probably have a lot less bevies recently than I used to have, which is good. I feel a lot better. But I do notice that on occasion, I still, let loose, enjoy myself, and have some of those bevies. But I'm making some smarter choices about my beverages. So I usually stick to Malibu rum with some club soda with it so that I'm not adding some extra calories from colas. Or I like Prosecco as well, or maybe a wine spritzer. And interestingly enough, now that I'm not drinking quite as much, I actually feel the alcohol a little bit quicker, which I'm not sure if that's good or bad, but I guess it means I don't have to drink as much to feel jolly. So that's one thing to think about. So when you're in a challenge group, I know it might be hard for you to totally give up alcohol. I know it's a little bit challenging for me, especially in social situations. So just maybe make some smarter choices about what you are going to be drinking and try and limit it to an intelligent amount. Maybe cut back the carbs that day if you are eating or going to drink that night. That's something that I like to do a little bit to help out. One more thought on weekend mindsets is that you should maybe try when you're out and about, if you can't measure your food, because I know that's tough, or if you can't be really strict, I usually just think about, is this going to do my body good? Am I harming my body or am I helping my body? So it's just something that usually goes through my mind. And if I am harming my body, that doesn't mean I'm always not going to eat it, but then I just want to make sure that I'm going to enjoy that a lot. So if I'm choosing to still eat that or ingest whatever it is that's going to harm my body, I need to make sure that that's worth it for me. Am I feeling pleasure out of that? And if I'm not really getting a lot of pleasure out of it, then I'm not sure why I'm doing that. So that's kind of a new mindset shift for me, which is that if I'm getting pleasure out of it and it's harming my body, then maybe that's part of my 20% foods that I'm willing to kind of go with. To get that 80-20 rule. But if I'm not getting any pleasure out of it and it's just out of convenience, then I need to find another way. So that's where our snacks come in handy. And I even have travel Shakeology, but I know some of you don't take that, so that's fine. But you need to have something in your purse or on you that you can turn to so that you're not eating something that's harming your body just out of convenience. So that's just something that I've learned to do over time that I find really helps. And then when I have my treats, I really enjoy them. So that's another little tip. So I'm hoping everybody's enjoying the challenge. We're almost done the first week and I'll be back on with some more posts later this weekend. So stay tuned and thanks for all the positive participation. If you have any other tips about maybe weekend mantras or things to do to stay on the healthy side, you can comment below. And cheers to the weekend. Have a good one.